Hello everyone, my name is Carmen Harra and I'm here to share with you my 8th action to conquer a crisis. Do you remember how excited we all were for 2020 to start? Well, I'm sure many of us would like to go back to last year right now. The truth is that 2020 had such a rough start so far. The fires in Australia, the impeachment of Donald Trump, coronavirus are just three of the major problems that started this year. So you might be feeling anxious about tomorrow, and that's normal. But remember that there is always a bigger message beyond the crisis. Because nothing in the universe happens that's not meant to happen. So tragedy plays a role in making progress. What's unfolding right now may be tragic, but it's an intervention. It's an intervention to wake us up. This pandemic will not be the end of us, but could be the beginning of a new system, of something better, a system that is less broken and more fair for all of us. And once we overcome this crisis, we will collectively redefine the methods we employ in everyday life. So, the good that can come from a crisis is the opportunity to change for better. We do this by elevating our perception and implementing actions to conquer any crisis. And I have 8 actions to do this. And number 1 is heal yourself first. So even if you're not sick, your mind, your body, and your spirit still needs to heal. We've all experienced pain and we must heal ourselves inside before we can turn our attention to the outside world. So if you're stuck in the house, use these days self-reflection, affirmation, journaling, meditation, and all these great exercises to clear your mind and to transmute your emotions. Do some soul searching and see what you find. Are you at peace with everything that has happened to you? Have you forgiven everyone who has hurt you? Do you accept yourself, including your flaws? When you heal, you act differently. You don't respond with anger and aggression, but with compassion and a greater understanding. And there comes number 2, be present in the moment. Living outside of time disempowers you, but living in the now gives you strength. When you're present in the moment, you can utilize the resources available to you. Here's a simple exercise to reduce anxiety and come back to reality. Plant your feet in the ground and close your eyes. And try to use your 5 senses and pay attention to what you feel, what you hear, what you taste, what you see, what you touch. And run your hands along some object nearby and feel its texture. Inhale the aromas that surround you and do the affirmation, I exist now, therefore I am powerful. So affirm yourself, I am powerful now. Number 3, don't be vulnerable to fear because fear is the most contagious virus. When we act on fear or on desperation, we make mistakes. Don't allow anybody to convince you to do something you feel you should not do or make decisions when you are overwhelmed. Tame your emotions so that instead of reacting, you reflect on the effects of your action. So write down your thoughts and make your decision after the fear has subsided. If you are confident in your inner voice, you will become fearless. Number 4, redefine your beliefs. Permanent change requires unlearning wrong beliefs and relearning more positive principles. We are told what to think from the day we born. What if we were free to undo these beliefs and replace them with new ones? I know it's not easy, but it can be done. The stories portrayed by the media and the people around us seep into our consciousness and affect our thoughts. So be mindful of your influences and separate what you've been made to believe from what you want to believe. You don't have to distance yourself from others because they have different beliefs, but you must learn to think for yourself. So strengthen your intuition to make more inspired choices on your own. Number 5, find your purpose. Those of us who can participate in everyday activities might feel a sense of unease. You're so used to waking up, going from work to the gym to a restaurant, that we don't know how to feel when our cycles are suspended. We might experience uncomfortable feelings, and we have to examine why. Is it unfulfillment? Is it dissatisfaction? A crisis should awaken us to our true purpose. You meant for more than routine. You meant for more than just a dead end job or an unhappy relationship. Your highest purpose manifests in deep seated joy and in abundance. So use self isolation to rediscover your needs and goals. So leave your phone alone for a day and communicate with yourself. Introspect with honesty and pinpoint your heart's calling. Only you know what it is. That's why when regular time resumes, maybe you'll choose a new path. Number 6, treat the earth like a family member, because one false belief we hold is that we are superior to other beings and we need to be in control of this world. And we are not. We're not simply disconnected from the earth. We have a relationship with our planet, but it has becoming a dysfunctional one-sided relationship. As you can imagine, this relationship usually don't end up well. So stop thinking of the earth as some never-ending source of food and fuel. It is your home. It is a part of you. Take care of it like a member of your family. The earth was meant to provide everything you need, but it can only do so if it's healthy. We have to sustain our planet well-being, or we will become unwell. The more we hurt, the more we hurt ourselves with natural disasters and new diseases. Understand that you belong to the earth. The earth does not belong to you. Go back and reconnect to nature, to Mother Earth. Number 7, become more self-sufficient. We rely on local supermarkets and everything we need. But what happens if there's shortages? What happens if we want to take money and the ATM can give us cash? Can you imagine these scenarios? Are you prepared for them? We have to think of ways to become more independent and not rely on companies and more on ourselves. If you have a backyard, you can use it to grow fruits, vegetables, convert your home to solar energy if you're able. Learn the use of herbs and plants. It eventually replace pharmaceutical drugs. Strategize how your family can become more self-sustainable in uncertain times. Number 8, we're all in this together. The illusion of separateness is falling apart. At the end of the day, there's no such thing as me, only we. It's time you accept this reality. You may identify as an individual entity, but everything in this world is shared. It was not made for you or me or somebody else. It was made for everybody. We must become less greedy and more giving. The fact that this coronavirus is so contagious from person to person is just a reminder that we are not 8 billion humans leading separate lives. We are just one living organism. Learning the bigger picture and the bigger lesson behind crisis gives us power. The sooner we take the right action, the sooner our situation will become more stable, our future much brighter. So if you enjoyed my video, please go to my website carmenharra.com and subscribe to my mailing list, or contact me at carmenharra@aol.com with all your live questions, or be my friend on social media, Facebook, Instagram at Carmen Harra. Again, I'm Dr. Carmen Harra, and until next time, I wish you much health and happiness, and be safe, and thank you so much for listening.